Hi! So I was recently looking at my uploaded videos and I saw my birth defect video that I did last November of 2011, and I was watching and I realized that I didn't really give you much of a description on it. So with today's video, I'm just going to give you a more detailed look into it. So let's get started. I was born August 25th, 1982, and I was born with a bilateral cleft lip and palate. Bi meaning two, just like bisexuality. They can't decide which sex they're going to go with, so bi meaning two. And of course, it's the palate, the roof of your mouth, the soft, fleshy palate, the roof of your mouth. So when I was born, both sides of my lip was not fully formed, as well as the nose and the roof of the mouth. They were all wide open. Now, what you don't know is a lot of people are born with this, but usually by the time they're actually physically born, everything's put to normal. Well, when I was born, that didn't happen. And for a long time after I was born, my parents went searching through family pasts and to find out if it really did exist and where. And my parents have gone far back as they could. I think it was 1700s or so, and it didn't show up. Now, that doesn't mean my mom did anything bad when she was pregnant with me. It just means that her or my father or both carry that gene that, voila, it came out the way I did. So it's kind of a difficult subject for me. I know this subject backwards and forwards. When I was 10 and every year since then, when I had to do a science project, I always did it on that because it was the one thing I knew. I can remember switching dentists every 6 months because I went to NYU, which is New York University. I went to the dental college. And so I would get a new dentist every 6 months to a year. And every time I hopped into that chair, from the time I was 2, last video said I was 4. I was actually 2 when I got my braces, or started to, and type of mouthpieces in my mouth. They would open up my folder, they would look at it, and they would start reading it. And my mom would be right there, and they would be telling her, okay, we did this, we did this, we did this. By the time I was able to understand what was going on, which didn't take very long because I'm a pretty smart kid, I used to sit down in the chair and I just start rambling off every single thing they did and hadn't done and what they were planning to do. The doctor didn't even have to open up the chart. I am not the only one in my family born with this. I also have my little sister who is 4 years younger than me, Casey. She has the unilateral cleft lip only, which is the one side of her lip and her nose. And then my niece, her daughter, Mackenzie, who will be 2 next month in July, was born with the unilateral cleft lip and palate. So she was born with the one side like her mother, but then the roof of her mouth was open like me. So, without further ado, let's dive back into all this good juiciness. Where should I start? As far as I know, because I've recently talked to my parents, I had most of my surgeries before I was 4 years old. At least 4 or 5 of them. I had braces at 2. What else can I tell you? I missed a lot of school. I used to go to the hospital every 6 months, which was in New York City, and my parents don't drive. My mom hasn't had her license since I was born. So in order to get into the city, it was bus, boat, bus. It took a long time to get there and a long time to get back. So I was always missing a lot of school growing up. I went to the dentist every 2 weeks. Man, up until I was about 14 or 15 years old, I went to the dentist every 2 weeks. One day every 2 weeks. I missed a lot of school, and somehow miraculously I was able to graduate. But there's a lot more about this birth defect you don't know. Beyond the surgeries, beyond the doctors, beyond all that, there's depression. I am the oldest of 4 girls. My 2 middle sisters did not have it. So in my eyes, growing up, they were perfect. Kathleen was reading at the age of 3. Gretchen's very artistic. By the time Casey was born, and she had her surgeries at 4, and I was 10, I still had surgeries to go. She was done. Nobody knew she had her birth defect. I still had mine. I still have a lisp. I don't hear it very often, but like I said in my previous video, as well as this one, when I do hear myself speaking, I do hear it. Like a lot of other cleft lip patients, when you see me speaking, you only see the bottom teeth. You don't really see the top. A lot of it is because we're either born with an overbite or an underbite, and they try and fix that, but most of the time when we speak, you only see the bottom because we're always afraid to show the top. We do come with hearing issues. I did have a lot of that growing up. I actually didn't get tubes put in my ears till I was about 23 years old. That's when I really started getting hearing issues. I was 8 years old when I had my first earache, and that one was pretty bad. And then 8 years later, I popped my eardrum, which kind of sucked because it was 2 days before we went to ROTC competition, and I had to drop out of all my competition teams because I couldn't even stand straight. It was my equilibrium or my balance was off. And then when I was in basic training in the Army when I was 19, I popped it again, but I was able to control it, and to where I didn't even need to wear earplugs in my left ear anymore. And because of that, by the time I was 22, I had a tumor growing in there, which I didn't know about, and it deteriorated the 3 bones inside my middle ear, and now I have little to no hearing. Hi, Angel. Angel wants to make a quick appearance. Say hi. Yeah, so hearing is a lot of issues that come with it. Speech therapy is another one. I went to a specialized preschool growing up, from the time I was about 1.5 years till about 4 or 5, called Our Place on Staten Island, and it dealt with kids with special needs, and mine was mostly speech therapy. I also didn't realize it, and my mom told me, because you know, as a kid you kind of block out stuff. I also had a speech therapist come to my house twice a week growing up, and thanks, Angel. I didn't know about that, so that was something else that I really didn't know about. What else can I tell you? Depression's a big part of it. Like I said earlier, my 2 middle sisters are beautiful, at least in my eyes. I mean, I love my sisters to death, and they were very girly. I was not. My mom wanted 4 boys. She ended up with 4 girls. So I was raised as a tomboy. And so I didn't play with Barbie dolls. I didn't play with paper dolls or American Girl or anything girly. I did love My Little Pony. I did love Cabbage Patch because I am a girl. But I didn't really play with girly stuff. So I didn't have many friends growing up. Most of the time I played by myself. I watched TV by myself. I did read a little bit as a kid. I have a dyslexia, which means that I read letters backwards. I will see words that are spelled normally, and inside my brain it processes a little different. So when I see a normal word, sometimes it looks wrong to me. Yet I'm a great speller. I don't know how. Everybody's always asking me to spell words. What else can I tell you? It does get lonely. It is a bit difficult sometimes. I mean, now that I'm about to be 30 in August, I still sometimes feel depressed about it because it's just who I am. I mean, I've been with Melissa, my girlfriend, about 4 years this December. And the first thing I always do when I meet someone new, if I know I'm gonna be friends with them for a while, instead of just for the night, I tend to tell them about it. They don't notice it, they don't see it, but growing up where kids are staring at you constantly and making fun of you because of it, you kind of learn to, you know, just go out and say it. What else can I tell you? Because of it, I'm also a 1/4 inch short on my left side. I had a bone graft surgery when I was 11, which shaved a piece of bone off my left hip and put it in the upper right gum line to support the soon-to-be nose job 4 years later at 15. And because of it, I am now short on the left side, so now I have to wear a lift in my left shoe. As I speak, because of the birth defect, my salivary glands, which are right here, tend to fill up faster up under my tongue. I recently noticed when I watched my videos back that one side of my lip moved more than the other. There's a lot to say about it. There are different types of cleft lip and palate, but there's a lot of things to say good about it as well, because it teaches you to be strong and fight for who you are. To know that you're different and you're not like everybody else is a big plus. Because of it, I actually learned how to play sports. That was my comfort zone, to where nobody was looking at my disability. Everybody was looking at how well I was hitting the ball when I used to play baseball, or throughout my junior high and high school career, how well I can shoot a free throw when I play basketball. Into ROTC, how well I can say a command to have my platoon move, that we can get good scoring at competition. And then it progressed into the military. How well I can take orders, how well I can train a squad, how well I can do my job till I can get that promotion and get that award. There is nothing wrong with you. If you have a cleft lip or a palate or any other disability, there is nothing wrong with you. You are unique. You are beautiful. You are strong. Do not ever, ever, ever let someone tell you you're a freak, because they're the freaks. They don't want to see the difference in you because there's something wrong with them, so they make fun of you. So, I don't know how much more I can go deeper into it, but what I will do compared to last time, because I was just starting out and I used a regular handheld camera, I am going to input all my baby pictures that I do have. Like I did say before, I don't know where my other ones are. They're still in my grandmother's attic that I will not go into. But I will show you my pictures growing up. Hopefully they will help someone, and have a good day.